Hey everyone, today I am drinking a Shiraz-Cabernet blend from South Australia. I think the winery is called Penfolds. And the winemaker is Max's. So it says Penfolds, Max's Shiraz-Cabernet blend. 60% Shiraz, 40% Cabernet. I brought this to a bring your own beer place. And honestly, it's almost like a savory wine where you get a lot of tobacco and smokiness. And then there's like a slight sweetness towards the end, maybe licorice in there. But this is like a great food pairing wine because it's not so bold like a pure Cabernet. So in any case, we'll just get to my wine thoughts of the day. So today's topic is about how the English, particularly the American English language, does not fit Southeast Asian food. For example, the Filipino spring roll lumpia is often categorized as an appetizer when, if you ask any Filipino, it's not. It's just what you eat. And if I'm thinking of a Filipino party and when we're having it banquet style, it may be early game. You might eat it through your first 50% of the meal, but you still might be eating it at 70% of the game, 80% of the game. But one thing it's not is it's definitely not an appetizer. And that's not just Filipino spring rolls. It's true for gyozas, it's true for samosas, it's true for dumplings, where it doesn't really have a place in an Americanized menu because it's not an appetizer. It's just something that you order. It's also not a side. It's just what you get. Similarly, the concept of an entree, I don't know if this is French or Western or whatever it is, but fried rice, to me, in my experience as a Filipino, is not an entree. It just happens to be the rice that you are getting with whatever meat or entree you got. Does that make it a side? I would argue no, because I don't feel like I need to order it. And I think, in mass American terms, Panda Express kind of does a good example of it, where when you order orange chicken, you get white rice, fried rice, or mixed veggies. Does that make it a side? I don't think so. It's just what you get with the entree that you ordered. Now moving on to what isn't part of the English language. In the Philippines, we have this term called Ulam. So this is the flip side of that rice situation, where it's an entree, but it's the thing that comes with the rice, right? So we call it ulam, where adobo is an ulam, but you better not serve me that thing without any rice, right? And that's like just the structure of, I think, Southeast Asian meals, where you have this ulam, and you better also have the other thing that goes with ulam. I'm not ordering an entree, no rice. Maybe in American terms, in English terms, that's an entree, no side. But you can get an entree, no side in America, right? But this term ulam, when we first moved from the Philippines, my dad kept saying, don't say ulam, you can call it a viand. And the dictionary actually has viand. I'll show it right here below. But viand is this thing that you eat with food. So the French used to use this word, or currently use this word, viande in French. But on the dictionary, I'm seeing a meat, seafood, or vegetable dish that accompanies rice. Because I think alternatively, you don't eat rice straight up by itself. You can, but that's a different situation. I think something in your life is happening where you are eating rice straight up. You might be a child, you might be going through something financially, but eating rice straight up, separate scenario. There's just all of these things that are limited by the English language that I think everyone should be able to experience in all of these different cultures and countries of how they eat, so that we all can enjoy eating better together. So, thanks for listening to my wine thoughts. This is brought to you by a Shiraz and Cabernet blend from South Australia. Cheers.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.